be here if you want. I can tell jokes about assaulting geriatric white women on public transportation. I'm down to do that. I'm available for the call.
You need to get one of these wings and put them in your pocket and do the chicken joke that he does. You know,
That's definitely not going to happen. I totally think Frank Lee's hilarious, and I love irony. Let's move on. I don't know if you heard about the Blue Light Special. There's a new drink special at 21st and Cap. 30 shots in a moment of silence.
Aww.
Cheap drinks for everyone. Tip your officers. Dylan Roof. Dylan Roof just got a death sentence. I don't think that's enough. I think we get that motherfucker a death essay. In Iceland, they recently enacted pay equality, which means that in Iceland, it is by law, a woman has to get paid the same as a man for the same job. I think it's really inspiring what you can accomplish with absolutely no racial diversity whatsoever. My father said he liked my song about how he abandoned me. Some Republicans are accusing Stormy Daniels of lying about having sex with Trump. That's like calling up your girlfriend in Canada to tell her you lied about having a friend. I used to live in Portland. In Portland, they have strip clubs just about every corner. In Portland, you can walk into just about any bar and see pussy on stage for $1, which makes me wonder what my performance is worth. White people know everything except how racist they are. Make some noise if you're racist. Make some noise if you got a big vagina. Make some noise if you come silently just for your partner because they want to know you're involved. They want to feel connected to what's going on. The good thing about white supremacists is at least they're white, you know? So they got that going for them. It's weird being black in America. Like, we don't get invited to auctions anymore. We used to get all the invites. I sent my hamburger to Ancestry.com. I don't know why every single time I order a hamburger, I have to give like a mini logic lesson. It's like, I like a hamburger with no mayonnaise. One hamburger with special sauce coming up. Like, whoa, what's in the special sauce? What goes in there? It's like, well, we ejaculate semen into it. Like, you should explain to me that you're planning to ejaculate in the food before you do it. What's the other ingredient? Oh, it's mayonnaise. At this point, I feel like if there's any R. Kelly fans, like, I need an alibi and an explanation. Like, if you're still stepping in the name of love, I want to know your whereabouts at all times. A lot of people say pizza is like sex, because even bad pizza is pretty good. I don't like pizza that much, and I think those people have forgotten about rape. There was a pastor who, during one of his sermons, confessed to sexually assaulting a 17-year-old, and he got a standing ovation. Remember, a church is not a building, a church is a tax shelter. You know, if Uber drivers keep on murdering people, I might have to switch to Lyft. I think it's kind of strange, like, if you are minding your own business, the police are all up in your face a lot of time. But if you actually call the police and try to get their help, it takes them way longer to come around, you know? It's not like the fire department. If you call the fire department, they come right away. So I think if you really need help, you should set a police station on fire. I believe that 5th graders could run this country better than it's being run now. And that sounds like a joke premise. It's not really a joke. First of all, 5th graders would have more oversight. Second of all, 5th graders would want to do a good job. And third, 5th graders don't want to get murdered in school.
Oh.
I want to go to a strip club so nasty it looks like an American Apparel ad. Am I in blackface? Not one of you miserable creatures in this godforsaken world could stop Bob Ross from painting motherfucking landscapes. That nigga was a landscape painting fool. And when I wrote that joke, I cried. Because I was so inspired. I heard that Pablo Picasso was abusive towards women. I guess that explains why his models look like that. My stepdad used to tuck me in and say, good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. But a few years ago in San Francisco, I had bed bugs and like, they don't really ask permission. The bed bugs pretty much do whatever they want. My mother used to tuck me in and she would go to leave. I'd be like, Mom, I forget, what do girls have? And she'd turn off the light, like, vagina, sun, vagina. I think it's weird there's so many gay babies in Africa. I don't know if you've heard, there's this congressman who had an $84,000 harassment suit. He paid tax money, $84,000 to one woman for a harassment suit. Like that's gotta be like, what, $15,000 per inch? I think chess is fun, but I think the queen is having an affair. So I spent some time in Portland. That town is too white, it makes my teeth look bad. I like Oregon though. It's got the purest white supremacy of anywhere I've ever tasted. It's hard to find a job though. Like I tried so hard. I applied everywhere. Like I even applied to the Ku Klux Klan, but I couldn't fit my resume on one sheet. You know. I was thinking about it. I think that I was trying to think like, why do the Klan wear hoods? You know, and you might think like, oh, it's because they're racist and they're ashamed of their racism, but the Klan's not ashamed. That's like their whole thing. They love racism, right? I think the Klan wears hoods so that rich Klan members don't have to give out any loans the day after the meeting. I'm surprised the Klan hasn't ruined bed sheets and pillowcases for everyone, you know? It did for me for a long time. I slept in a white woman. So, I grew up in Maryland, and for some reason we had like this feud with Virginia. I don't really know why, but I was thinking about it like Virginia is named after the Virgin Queen, and that's a weird way to name a place, you know? Like what if she was in a butt stuff? Annapolis is for lovers. I realized at some point that my grandmother was in DC for the entire civil rights movement. Next time I saw her to ask, like, Grandma, what would you like? You were there for the March on Washington. You were there for the I Have a Dream speech. What was it like? And she said, oh, your grandfather wasn't interested in all that stuff. The joke went over really well at Thanksgiving. So I'm the oldest one of my family without kids, and I'm proud, you know? Like, I tried really hard. I put in the wrong places and everything. When I was a little kid, my mom bought me some ice cream, and I licked it. How do you remember? I licked it and it fell off. It wasn't like close enough on the cone. So I was really bummed out. And my mom was like, oh, I don't think I have any more money, but then she reached in her pocket and she found like a bill. She found this bill in her pocket, so she went and bought me another ice cream. But then, before I licked it, she pressed it down with her tongue and just like really pushed it on there to make sure it would stick, and that became like a ritual of my childhood. And I think that's why I'm obsessed with deep throat porn. Here's a quick language lesson. An Asian porn star is Japanese. The ancient art of bukkake is Oriental. PSA, if you're being harassed, bring mace, because Puff Daddy will not help you. People just look at me and assume I'm on drugs, you know, they're right, but it's rude. My friend asked me, what do I weigh? I said drugs. My other friend lent me money for drugs, but he doesn't know I spent it on utilities. We just moved into this new house, and I'm really enjoying the awkward formality and cold passive aggression. You know, I don't know if you ever had a bad roommate situation. Like I used to live in this one house where one of our roommates, one of my housemates would leave these loogies in the sink. That was me. I had this other one who wouldn't ever wash his dishes, right? And you know how when you do that, like the resentment gets built up in the bottom of the pan. It's really hard to clean that out. I had this other housemate who had brain damage. He could never remember why this joke was funny every time I told it. And then the best one was this chick at a coffee shop that we brought into the house. And at one point, she shoved my other housemate out of the way to grab the oven door, open it, and piss on the oven door. And I was trying to think about it, like, okay, like I guess she was like, she thought it was the toilet, but even if you thought it was the toilet, it's still rude to shove someone out of the way to piss in the oven. One time I was home, I went to the Holocaust Museum, and I saw all the shoes. There was not anyone else there, it was just me. I wandered through, I found this child-sized and adult-sized uniform from Auschwitz. And I know you're not supposed to touch it, but I reached through and I felt the fabric. It was rough canvas. Something coursed through me. I wept like a grieving widow. Then I found a Pikachu. I recently realized I should stop calling my brother a motherfucker. I don't know if you guys have heard, apparently Ben Affleck went on some ancestry show, and he found out that there was a plantation-owning Affleck a few hundred years ago who purchased an African boy named him Toby, and they bought it for $80. And it makes me wonder, like, why were no Afflecks cast in the new remake of Brix? Like, that's a no-brainer. Seems really obvious. I'm really inspired by the civil rights movement, you know? So much so I want to make a movie. It's a porno. We open on Rosa Parks going down on Bayard Rustin, who has a black power fist in the ass. Anyway. A lot of young black men are getting shot in the back of cop cars, which makes me wonder, like, do police not watch Tarantino films? Because that's a lot of cleanup. I don't know if you've heard, but recently science told us that hot dogs have human DNA in them. But some people defended hot dogs and said that doesn't mean that hot dogs are made out of people. They could just have semen in them. I like that. That was like you just Steph Curry shooting.